Okay. So that is the mosque in front of my office actually. I take photo from the third floor. Dr. Yasser, if you've been to my computer lab, is outside that one. Yeah, the convocation hall and the mosque. That is our faculty. Okay. That is okay. Next. Okay, I want to share a little bit about the application of relation. If you have a relation from a set A to a set B, right? So we normally will write in terms of like this. And it depends on what is the input and what is the output. Okay, so in the real life, we probably never realize that we are dealing with relation every day. Okay, next. For example, the relationship between the age and the height, right? So when you are baby, you are this height, and then the age becomes more and more and more. Maybe your height stopped at a certain age, right? That is how we, in biology class, they said, when you are 21, you don't grow higher anymore. Otherwise, you'll be as high as the tree. So it's a relation. Temperature and location. In Malaysia, we don't have that much difference. Temperature may be difference of 3-4 degree Celsius, maybe not. Every day in the morning you feel cold, 28. Maybe in the afternoon, evening it rains, right? 38. So, but if you move from a location to another location, especially outside the country, then the temperature has a relation with the location. Say right now it's winter in the United States, or almost, it's fall to winter, it's snow in some places. So the temperature can drop. Now we are 32, drop to 0, right? Okay. You use vending machine, right? You use vending machine. The money you put in, or the QR code, or the amount that you put in, is actually has a relation with the number of foods or drinks that you can get. Some vending machine, you can buy 2, 3 in a row. Some vending machine, you just one. I went to some places, I cannot remember, they sell socks in vending machine. It's like going to the mall, not only food. So number of candies, for example. You see this, probably if you always buy drinks, yeah, there is a relation between the money that we put in and the amount of food or drinks that we get. Okay. Number of passport per person. What kind of a relation is this? 1-to-1. Yes. One passport for one person. Unless you watch like CSI or FBI, one person can have 4 passports illegally. We are legal, so 1-to-1. Okay. Okay. Although I only share just a little bit about the graph theory, you will learn more. I'm not sure in your syllabus, but maybe later on there's 3. You learn more about graph theory, but graph theory has lots of application in computer science, in computer network, in electrical engineering, mathematics, of course, operational research, in physics, chemistry, biology, in social science, linguistics, and Google Maps. Okay, so you see, mathematics is used every day. This is only for graph. I haven't shared about maybe matrices, linear equation, numbers. If there is no mathematics, there's no life. Gitu. Okay, next. I'm sure you have been to KL. Any of you have not been to KL? Kesian lah kalau tak. And have you been in the LRT? Ya? Ya? Mana tangan jempolnya macam tak ada je. Zara tu ni cepat betul boleh bagi bonus point. Okay, so the station that you stop are vertices. The station that you stop are vertices and the railway is the edges. You remember I said about vertices and the edges? Okay, this is, and do you know how they think about having the road? You cannot put everything like from here to here to here, right? Sometimes you have to go one way because optimization, cost. So they have to think about this. What is the minimum cost or cheapest cost? Next. How many of you have not been in a flight? Tak pernah naik kapal terbang? Gini gini. Pernah gini? Gini. It's okay, you are still young. You still have, insyaAllah, the health. It's okay, but in Malaysia, there are also flight routes. Yeah, so the cities becomes the vertices and the flight route is the edges. So inshallah, one fine day, look for cheapest flight. You can fly down, like from Perlis. There is no airport. Yeah, you have to go to Alostar. From Alostar, there is a flight. They use Firefly actually, because this is Malaysian airline. But Firefly has a direct flight from Alostar to JB. Okay. From JB to Langkawi, we also have direct to Kuching and to Kota Kinabalu, to Penang. If not Malaysian airline, we have AAJ, we have Firefly, we have Malindo. Apa lagi? Banyak Okay, next. In computer science is a lot. Okay, that's why computer science majors have to take mathematics discrete and linear algebra is compulsory core subject. Because later on, when they work, maybe they don't learn in class, but if they go into the area of working, they will see that they need these basics, in the application, in modeling, in network, web, scheduling problem, image analysis, a lot of mathematics and graph. Computer networks, I'm sure you use Maxis, DG, Cellcom, right? All this ada pencawang, tak pernah pencawang, right? And then that's the Wi-Fi. Okay, all this network connecting your computer, router, all this has vertices and edges. Next. Electrical circuit. So engineering students, the one that needs math a lot would be the electrical engineering. They use lots of maths. That's why engineering students also have to take not discrete or linear algebra, but up to probably differential equation. They use a lot of mathematics also. In electrical circuit, you can see, we learned this in school, right? I remember dulu kan, physics ke apa tu, you have battery and there is a bulb, betul kan? So actually you can model in graph. Okay. This one is, now when we drive, maybe tak ada lesson lagi you are still young or you already have a driver's license. If you drive, you use Waze, right? Waze or Google Map. They use graph theory. Okay, next. Human brain networks. Not only the network that we use with Wi-Fi, our brain has network inside. Lots if you remember, you take bio or you read somewhere, the brain network is very complex. Okay, and this can also be modeled in mathematics. And there are researchers that find the epilepsy focal point, sawan, punca sawan, which is very extensively done research. Okay. This one is the one of the research that being doing by my student. Okay, this is called graph splicing, in which he modeled DNA. Our DNA, we have string, right? So DNA can be tagged and we can model mathematically. Just press. And also for the social network, do you have cepat sangat pula. Ni nak habis cepat ke apa ni? Social network. Anyone, now you use TikTok, right? Do you have Twitter? Dah tak ada. They call it, masih bird is X, right? Oh, I had to change this to X, yeah? You have Instagram, social network. Lagi. LinkedIn. Old people like me use Facebook all the time. You have TikTok, you have YouTube. You know there is links in between them. And this artificial intelligence is very intelligent. They connect WhatsApp with Facebook. While we are talking, they catch what we say and suddenly it appears in Facebook, in the memory, kind of, you realize? And if you change like your photo in Instagram, automatically it changes your photo in Facebook without people realizing this kind actually use basic model in graph by the vertices and how they connect. Okay. For floor plan, you know, how many of you have been to a museum? Museum Kuala Lumpur. Apalah. Museum, in any museum, they plan, so you want to go to different room one time, you don't want to go back and forth. So they need to plan for museum. It's like a graph. I remember, I've not been to the museum for so long, but I used to go, even during primary school, ada rombongan ke Kuala Lumpur. But one time I remember I bring my kids to see there is pameran hantu. I don't know which year was that, but that's the last time I went to the museum. So if they allow you to go into the entry, then they have to have a formula. How do you go to every single room? Paksa lah. Or they just leave you. You can go back, you can go first. Sometimes the entry and exit are different, and sometimes they are the same. Okay. Linguistic is not my area, but people who are learning in linguistic, they also have all this kind of using graph, although they realize or not. Okay. Oh, that was my last slide. So this is also the end of the presentation and also my class. That is my email. Maybe you want to drop me and say hi. It's nhs@utm.my. Thank you for the love. Siapa bagi saya besar tu. And also you can fill in borang kehadiran tu. Make sure tak hadirkan tolak markah. The website, you can visit me and you can see what we do. If one day you become a professor, who knows, right? This is my activity or your activity. All the research that I done, all the papers, my students, and I also have a LinkedIn if you want to connect it through LinkedIn. I have TikTok, but I don't, not that active. Instagram is private. Facebook is sometimes public. Also, I share, like you will see your class today in my Facebook. Dr. Yasa, are you my friend in Facebook? Yeah? Later you can see, I will tag you. And also I have YouTube. You are welcome to subscribe to my YouTube. If you watch any video, then you can just click yes yes, click like. And I also have the discrete and linear algebra all chapters while doing my class during the COVID pandemic. I do it online, so it's there in the YouTube and other. So you can stop sharing. Oh, that is our link in UiTM, yes sir, if you still remember. Thank you very much everyone for your full attention. You have been very good students, although we don't meet physically, but thank you very much, and I'm glad to be here and teaching first time in UiTM virtually. I pass back to the MC.
Thank you very much, Prof. Hasiza, for the very inspirational theory. We will now start a Q&A session. Does anyone have a question?
Yeah, you can turn on your mic or you can type in the chat. You are very welcome. If you don't have question, it means it's very clear. Although I don't have that much time to give you lots of examples, you can still look for it. You have library.
Thank you, Prof.
Don't leave yet. We have to take photo later. This is Q&A. MC, you have a question or not?
No, I'm clear.
Dr. Yasser, maybe you have a question on behalf of the student. Or is it also clear to you?
For me, it's clear. Maybe Prof can explain some applications of other topics in discrete maths for a little bit. For example, applications of logic, math logic.
Logic gate. Logic gate is later, but the logic, if you teach logic, actually sometimes there is no direct application that you can see, but when you learn logic, whatever decision that you make every day is actually using logic. That's why, especially in overseas, now increasingly in Malaysia, once they know that you are a graduate of mathematics or you took many mathematics courses, they know that you have the logic thinking. And that is how the students get hired because of this, because of the logic. If you don't have logic, then when you are given any task, right, you only think about just this way. Because students normally worry about proof, right? Proof is not just one way. There are many ways. So while you are proving things, you think about the logic also. What are the in discrete? Yeah, what else do you learn in discrete? The Boolean algebra. I don't know. Maybe not yet. The sets. There's functions a lot, right? Functions a lot. And all the equivalence relation, but graph theory is actually one of the most interesting topic in discrete, and I did not share. There are a lot more. Many of my PhD students are actually doing their topic of research in graph. So the one that you see is the everyday one. But there are complex problems that you can do until you get PhD. So there's a lot of other things that you have not learned. So if you are really into, you don't have to be a mathematician, graduate in mathematics, but you take mathematics class, the logic, you will bring it to your working place. And then you realize later. And sometimes we don't realize, but I have had some staff working when I was the administrator. The difference in between computer science student and math, they're very similar, or the other students who have not taken any logic classes. The way they're thinking is different. I'm not saying this is better, this is this, but we can see the difference in their thinking. So that is what they call it as mathematical thinking or mathematical skills.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay.